We now take you over to Papa's Hot Doggeria by that1cl0ud.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Papa's Hot Doggeria. It is time to make some hot dogs. Before we jump in, first off, I am Cloud. I'm joined here today by the legendary Papa Louie runner, and who is now also my commentator, Joker Tropical. So yeah, Joker will be given some
Hey, what's up?
more insight onto the more technical stuff of this game. But yeah, before we get started, I do believe Peggy won the bid war, so we will be playing as our girl Peggy for this run today. So yeah, timing will start when I hit the skip intro. So select the character, and in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so day 1. We'll go through the tutorial sequence here, and so basically, the story of this game is you wanted to go watch some baseball games, but they ran out of tickets, so you decide to have this brilliant idea to get a job at Papa's Hot Doggeria to be able to watch the baseball games. But the issue is Papa Louie leaves on another adventure, like always, so you are stuck here, working in Papa's Hot Doggeria, unable to watch all the baseball games. So, you gotta sit in here and make all these hot dogs for all these customers. So, mechanics of the game, pretty simple. Take a customer's order, put a hot dog on the grill, you cook it for a bit, add on some toppings, give them a good old soda and popcorn, and that will be our first customer. Now, we do get some points here, so as I take this next order, I'm going to throw it over to Joker to explain the points and medals in this game.
So in these games, there are points, and to complete this run, you need a total of 2,100 points by the end of one of the in-game days. And you'll notice you'll notice in a few seconds, under Wendy's name here, there are stars, and each time you get 80 or over points on an order, then you get a star. When you reach 5 stars, you get triple points on that order, assuming you get over 80, of course. So the world record strat for this game requires one of those 2 tutorial customers to show up 5 days in a row, which is not very likely, but
I unfortunately have not gotten
if it does happen, then it'll be a pretty good time.
Runs, but I do get a
yeah.
time. So hopping into day 2 here, I'm going to start cooking 4 hot dogs, and that number will go up. I will prep Toru's hot dog, then I'm going to take one of the hot dogs and flip the others, and we'll get Toru's hot dog going here. So most of the strategy for this game involves basically skipping cooking. Now, one thing I did there is for the pop station, I can put on the soda and popcorn a little bit later. That basically allows me to do this neat little thing where I can put the soda and popcorn back to be able to reuse it at a later time, which I think is something that's really neat in this game, and I don't have a hot dog. Also, it is storming outside, so if you hear thunder, I'm sorry. But yeah, I can just click down there in the corner and send the soda back to the pop station. So that allows us to save a bit of time by not having to constantly remake soda and popcorn. So yeah, get Robbie's going here. Send that soda back. We got a badge. Badges are basically a collector's item. Bertha is a closer Joker. I'm going to ask you to explain the closers, because I can't really explain them that well.
Yes, so in every Papa's fooderia, I guess you could call them, games. Well, with the exception of pizzeria and burgeria, there are customers that walk in at the end of each day called closers, and they are much more strict than typical customers. As you can see, Cloud got on average above 85 on all stations, and she only got 85 points on that order because the closers just kind of grade a little tougher. And yeah, so in speedruns, they're not that big of a challenge, but in casual playthroughs, they are definitely
this time. And also,
more
one thing you probably
difficult.
noticed is each day we do unlock a new customer, and I believe with each rank you also unlock a new ingredient, so we have onions now. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of onions, but you know, it's whatever. So basically just repeat the same strat each day. Prep 5 hot dogs, take one off early, leave the rest to cook for a while, send the soda back, and we basically just rinse and repeat until we get to rank 5. So I will start prepping some more serving popcorn, and then just to make things easy, I'm gonna throw everything into a regular bun. We have Roy here. Roy was the worker in Papa's pizzeria. I don't know why I was blanking on that. Yeah. To send those back.
Yeah, there really isn't a ton to say about this game because it's not that complicated in terms of the run.
Taylor
it is
again, which is
just
good. We
very
just gotta hope that
repetitive,
he
so
shows up.
There really isn't a whole lot to say.
2 days. Oh, I guess 3 days, because it didn't come the other day. So even if we did end up getting a... Okay, Clover is not on this graphic. Even if we did get a medal, it wouldn't really matter, because it would still be on day 6. And we want a 5-day run, because this is a rank 5 run. And you want to rank up each day. Not a ton to say about it, except that it's based. That is so true. This game is very based. Boomer's order is probably one of my favorite orders because it's so simple. It's just chili. It's also one of the orders that gets memed the most. You've probably seen all those images of people piling ingredients on top of an order, which honestly, I'm gonna be honest, after running this game for so long, seeing that often just gets so dull, but Boomer is often the target of that for this game because she just asks for chili, so oftentimes you just see a mountain of chili piled on top of her hot dog. So now we got Greg the tomato boy, and the tomatoes are always playing, so... Greg is a tomato fanboy, and basically every game that he appears in,
the home team of this stadium.
Something related to tomatoes. Yeah. He likes his tomatoes. I need to flip those. Would have been bad if I burned those. Now, tomatoes are annoying because you have to individually place them. And,
Which also means that they take a whole second approximately every time somebody orders one of them.
Okay. And now when
they're fairly quick to place, but
didn't get very lucky.
It's definitely kind of annoying.
So
when people
no
order
medal
them.
this run, unfortunately, but you know, it's all good.
Yeah, to get a medal in 5 days in this game, it's approximately, I believe it's approximately a 3.5% chance, plus or minus, 0.1%. I haven't done the calculations in a while, but I did do some calculations for what a god run would require.
Kind of empty.
But I don't think I should bore people with statistics.
on a god run and go for it.
Alright, you want me to... I do have
Sure.
a little
Kill some time.
analysis that I wrote. Do you want me to read the whole thing, or just the numbers? Okay. Yeah, I guess we have some time to kill, so... A god run would require 2 medals in 5 days, so that you can just, hand in nothing for some orders to save, what, like 5 seconds? And yeah, it's pretty unlikely. So since what customers show in on each day are independent of what customers show up on the next day or the previous day, we can consider them independent events, and we can let DI be the event where
I am
the run
so
makes
sorry
it
about the rain.
past
That was
the
extremely
ith
loud.
day, where I is just, a number 1 through 5.
Might be picking up on OBS, but I don't know.
I didn't hear it.
Anyway, continue.
And yeah, I'll continue with my nonsense. So for day 1, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a star on both customers unless you really screw it up like bad. So day 1 isn't really, there's no RNG in day 1 because you always get the same 2 customers. The RNG starts to appear in day 2 where you get it's kind of random what customers walk in, with the exception of the first customer in each day and the last customer each day, because the first customer each day is always going to be the customer that you most recently unlocked, and the last customer of each day is always going to be one of the closers. So you can look at kind of how you can look at whether or not both tutorial customers walking in, you can look at that as a success. Now, those who are familiar with statistics, you can maybe realize that you can use the hypergeometric distribution to determine the probabilities of these events occurring. So, to make it past day 2, there are 4 customers on day 2 that walk in. One of them is the one that's guaranteed that you unlock on day 2, which is Toru, and one is Bertha, the closer of that day. So that only leaves 2 spots for other customers to walk in, and for a god run, you need both of those to be the tutorial customers. And so the probability of getting past day 2 with god RNG would be 2 choose 2 times 4 choose 0 all over 6 choose 2, because there are 6 customers that can randomly appear from the pool in day 2, which would be a 1 in 15 chance just to make it past day 2 alone. To make it past day 3, you will unlock another customer, being Scooter. So that means Toru is now in the random pool. And there are 5 customers from days 3 to 5, so... well, as in you would be serving 5 customers from days 3 to 5. And keep in mind, the first one will always be the customer you unlock, the last one will always be a closer, so that leaves 3 customers. So you have 2 choose 2 times 5 choose 1 all over 7 choose 3, which is a 1 in 7 chance of making it past day 3. And if we repeat these calculations for days 4 and 5, we get a 6 in 56 chance and a 1 in 12 chance for days 4 and 5 respectively. Now, since these events are independent of each other, finding the probability that all of them occur is pretty simple. You just take the intersection of those 4 events. Since they are independent, the intersection is just their probabilities multiplied together. So the chance of God RNG, 2 medals in 5 days in Papa's Hot Doggeria, is a probability of approximately 8.5034 times 10 to the negative 5, or about a 0.0085% chance. And
Oh.
as you can see, Cloud has already not even
No.
really come close to getting that
Almost
lucky.
did. That would have been
However,
bad.
you don't necessarily need that luck.
Yeah.
You just soft luck. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, good.
Basically,
Yeah, another
God
thing
Run
in these
is almost impossible, and
explain
Joker is a
soft luck, so
nerd.
you want, or do you want me to?
But, yeah.
Yep. I was trying to prepare notes for this, and I just wasted time on that. But to get world
3%
record,
is
you don't even need 2 medals.
Yeah,
Really,
and
you just
3%
need
is
1,
still
and
very
you need to
low,
play really
so-
well. But
Yeah, but this
the
is
world
the last
record is
day,
still
by the
very
way,
good.
so, I will let you know when time is, or it should be the
Mhm.
last day, as long as I don't mess anything up. I did mess up the closer yesterday, or the other day, which was pinch hit well. That's because I was an idiot and I was looking at the wrong order, and that is why I do not trust myself, and that is why I like to take orders before I actually make the orders. That's why I don't... Yeah, I gotta start memorizing these. But my memory is awful, so...
You gotta start
I think we're down
memorizing
to
them.
the last 2 customers about. Yeah. Roy is the second to last one, so when we serve Quinn, who's the closer, that will be our last customer for the day. And actually, fun fact about Quinn, she has never not been a closer. Quinn is... In every single game Quinn has appeared in, she has always been a closer. So, made it to rank 5, so we can just, go ahead and trash Quinn's order. So, basically, we just gave her a hot dog with nothing on it,
Yeah,
no
you can
soda,
stand
no
in
popcorn,
nothing.
nothing. We're gonna get 0 points, but it's fine, because we reached rank 5. So, time will be when I quit out on the day here. So, in...
Yep.
About... 3, 2, 1,
Yeah, which will be
time.
in a few seconds.
So there we have it. Papa's Hot Doggeria, rank 5, in a short amount of time. I don't think that's a PV. I don't know, I didn't have a life split open, but pretty okay run, I guess.
Yep.
Pretty okay run. But yeah, thank you guys for
There's a 16-13
accepting
on
this
the stream.
run, for the memes, for the jokes. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you, Joker, for commentating. Shout out to the Papa Louie speedrunning community. And yeah.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Hi, Drew. But yeah.
Shout out to
if you want to
Dolphin Brew
speedrun
Games
any
in
Papa
chat,
Louie
the world
game, all you
record
gotta
holder.
do is either download the SWF file or download Flashpoint, Blue Maximus Flashpoint, and then you can get access to these games, and then you can start doing runs yourself. But yeah, I think that's it from us.
That was a very nice run. Also, I would like to welcome the Raiders from Metroid Crimes channel. That happened during the middle of that run. I want to remind you, we have a nice incentive, or several incentives, raising money for Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center, including Luigi Mansions 3, watch the director Ghost Godzilla movie, which is $45 away from reaching its incentive. Speaking of Metroid Prime, be sure to stay tuned for their Sonic Mania run on Saturday. They will be rounding out our Sonic block, consisting of Sonic Colors by Dream Tora, Sonic Triple Trouble by Nimputs, and Sonic Mania by Metroid Crime. So that will be quite a fun time. We also have other incentives such as Bram Stoker's Dracula, upgrade to hard difficulty. That's only $10 away, so that'll be exciting. We also have Streets of Rage 4, Food Icon Bid War, Apple and Chicken, and Tofu and Salad are only at 0, but I believe they can quickly take a lead, as they have to compete with onigiri and ramen at $5 and pizza and poutine at $10. We also got a poll for Disneyland Adventures Disney Sing-Along Bid War. Currently, Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid is at $25, but we also got I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan at $6. Meanwhile, Proud of Your Boy from Aladdin on Broadway is only at $0. Maybe it can make a come from behind victory. Personally, though, I'm rooting for I'll Make a Man Out of You. Speaking of songs, for the game Journey, Sancho Panda will sing a song as we have reached $50 on that. We also have the Entropy Center 80% glitch exhibition if we reach $60 on that incentive. Next run is going to be One Piece Odyssey by Woody B. This is going to be a long but interesting run. This is the second full-time development project of Ilka, who made the Gen 4 Pokemon remakes. Admittedly, I feel kind of bad for that studio because Pokemon is one of the hardest series to try and make a game for, and they were given very little time and budget, if I'm not mistaken. But more importantly, that's not a series you should be working on if that's your first big development project. So I'm excited. I haven't actually seen much from One Piece Odyssey, but from what I've seen, from what little I have seen and heard, it seems like a pretty decent improvement. It seems like they've learned, and I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm excited to see what that game has in store. Well, considering it's a fairly recent game, Art Eyes On in chat, I don't think a PB is that out of the question. Although I'm assuming, given the length of this game, it is a very hard run. Like, I'd imagine RPGs are typically a bit harder to PB on just because like they take so long that there's, more room for error. But then again, there's also more room for time save, so we'll see. Also, I know nothing about the run, so I'm kind of just talking out my behind right now. But yeah, I am actually kind of excited for this. As always, like for years, and we will hopefully do this for as long as we are able to, we are supporting Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center in Norfolk, Virginia. It's a wonderful animal shelter, and we can see the fruits of their effort on screen with all these happy puppers. Or in this case, one happy pupper having a very fun time playing in the water. But as y'all have seen throughout all these intermissions, they have plenty more. And we will help them continue to support more and more dogs.
Hold on, real